This program is proudly brought to you by Albert Street Food and Wine, bringing the finest produce and outstanding wine to Melbourne's northern suburbs.
Tonight on Community Kitchen, it's part one of our Christmas special. Jess Harris and Stephen Hall join us at Albert Street Food and Wine in Brunswick. Jess whips up a roast pumpkin salad, I have a crack at pavlova, and the lovely Al Parkinson stops by to perform a song. It's a very Community Kitchen Christmas. Hello, welcome to Community Kitchen. I'm Laura Davis. Today we're at Albert Street Food and Wine in Brunswick. We're doing our Christmas episode. We've got a bit too much to do. We're with Jess Harris. We've got Stephen Hall coming in later to cook a big Christmas feast for our crew. But we have to get started because
there's too much to do.
Welcome. Well, thank you for coming. We really need the hands. What are you making?
I'm going to make a pumpkin and spinach and avocado salad.
Okay.
Which is vegetarian, it's vegan. It's a good accompaniment to unique dishes for Christmas.
Excellent. I'm making dessert. So Stephen must be making the mains.
Okay.
So I've got a pavlova, but
tricky.
Nowhere in sight. It's going to be in this bowl.
Okay, good. We've got the utensils. I've got this, a sword, so I'm not sure
I've got some swords as well. I'm very well prepared. Alright, what's your first step?
Okay, well first I've got to cut the pumpkin up, which is a bit of a job. I hate doing it.
They're very
really tough.
Very tough.
Let's get all the skin off and the seeds out.
I'm going to separate my eggs. There's no time to say what we're doing. Not that this is a cooking show where I nearly broke all the eggs.
Is there a time limit? Is this sort of like an Iron Chef
Christmas!
Situation? Okay.
They're coming. They're all here.
This is exciting. I always wanted to be on a cooking show when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit nervous.
Did you pretend in
always.
the kitchen?
Does everyone say that though when they come on?
No.
No, really?
No, you can be first.
Okay. Yeah, I would always used to pretend. What I loved about the cooking shows is they had everything set up. You didn't have to dash around the kitchen. So this is exciting.
It is. That is how you should cook with everything. I need another bowl.
Do you normally cook and
yell at people? Yeah. No, I normally don't get to cook. The only time I got to cook was when Randy was on.
Yeah.
He's a puppet.
Oh, okay. These are good knives.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
What do you normally do for Christmas?
Well, cooking wise, I always do the cooking because I absolutely love to cook.
Yes.
But like I said before, I don't eat meat, but I do cook it for my family once a year at Christmas. So we always just have it really relaxed, like lots of big share salads. We always go down and have breakfast on the beach. My family, we've got 2 combi cars in my family. Mum's got one and I've got one. Mm-hmm. And so we go down to the beach and set up and have a breakfast down by the water, which is always so nice. It's such a good way to start the day.
Whereabouts?
Down Brighty Beach.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so it's really relaxed. And we don't do the big extended family thing. We just keep it just our immediate family to keep it really simple.
What about Christmas shopping? Are you a fan of that?
No, well we eliminated that in my family recently because that's the biggest stress of Christmas.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And so I was like, none of us have money, none of us have the time to be running around. No. Let's just cut the present section out and everyone has to make something because you still want that, you bringing something to the day that's different, that makes it different from other days.
You cook the meat.
Yeah, I cook meat for them, exactly. So now everyone's got to make something, which makes it so fun because the whole day is filled with everyone doing their thing. Like my sister writes poems and reads them out. And one year I made everyone a whole lot of fruit hats that they had to wear. And so we were all wearing fruit hats. And my other sister stole a whole lot of plants from other people's gardens and repotted them. And my other little sister made presents out of hard rubbish collection. One year, my boyfriend at the time sung everyone's songs, wrote everyone's songs.
Oh, on the beach?
Really sweet. No, it's all sounding very alternative, isn't it?
How many people want pavlova? How many? I put 6 eggs. How many? Pavlova? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, all right. It's 1 egg.
Very Aussie dessert you got going on there.
We'll see if we can.
This
is going to be the biggest one I've ever made. I normally make one for Christmas.
Is this your dish, your Christmas dish?
I'll make it not for Christmas, but it's not difficult to make, but it's time consuming.
Yeah. So. Well, then why did you pick this when we have the time restraints?
I broke an egg. I broke one person doesn't get it. It's probably me. That's fair.
But this year as well at Christmas I've got an international guest coming to stay.
Yeah.
I've got a friend flying in from LA. He comes in on Christmas Eve, so I've got that pressure now to show Australia in a really good light.
Yeah.
And show off.
What are you going to show off?
Well, we became pen pals like 2.5 years ago, so we've been writing to each other. So it's really, like, we've met up before over in the States, but so I'm going to probably just take him down the Great Ocean Road on a bit of a road trip, and we're going to go to Sydney. I think you've got to get out of Melbourne and see.
Yeah, Great Ocean Road's amazing.
Great Ocean Road's amazing, yeah. So this will be his sort of first Australian Christmas. I've told him he has to make a present for all my family members.
Yeah, what are you going to make?
I don't know, that's the thing. I thought maybe we could have a bit of a brainstorm.
Okay, what have you made in the past? Fruit hats?
I've made fruit hats.
Songs already done.
Songs have already been done. Last year I did a pass the parcel and wrote notes about everyone. I was thinking, another time I made like pet rocks for everyone, which was good.
Paperweights.
So maybe I could make
bouquets of flowers.
Yeah, that's nice.
Or cactuses with Google eyes on them.
That's good, actually. That's really good. Or a little terraniums are very in fashion, but terraniums that don't have to grow, so don't have to worry about keeping them alive.
You might need some resources for them too. Does that count? Are you allowed to buy supplies?
Yeah, you can buy supplies. Okay. I think it's just more about.
There was a lot of stealing going on.
There was, yeah. I brought up the particularly criminal ones, but normally we keep it pretty above board.
Could you invent like a cool invention?
Yeah, totally.
Maybe what are your handy skills like? Can you lathe something?
What is lathe?
like lathe on a wood.
No.
Make a flute.
No.
Alright, I've got 11 eggs. It should be 12, I'm sorry. 11 eggs, we'll try and stretch it out. I'm going to be too noisy when I'm beating it, so we're going to take a break, and we'll see you in a little bit on Community Kitchen. Welcome back to Community Kitchen. I'm Laura Davis. This is Jess Harris. We're making our big Christmas feast. I beat my pavlova into submission during the ad break.
Shiny. Look
Pretty
at it.
shiny.
It's beautiful.
It's glossy peaks.
It's
I
glossy.
think that's what we want. Where are you up to?
I put my pumpkin in the oven, so that's roasting. I've got quinoa boiling on the stove, and then I've got some seeds that I'm going to toast as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that goes just on top. We roast them, and that goes on top. Gives it a bit of a crunch. And now I'm going to make the dressing.
Okay.
That's what salads all come together with the dressing. We've got tahini, tamari, a bit of apple cider vinegar, some coconut oil. I'm all about coconut oil at the moment. It's best for you. And fresh lemon.
Okay.
And
maybe you can make some dressing for Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
Like bottle up some dressing.
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
I think I like that.
I'm doing a step with my pavlova now that I always do. You need to mix the vanilla in. That is true. But you're supposed to mix in corn flour and vinegar as well. And I always do it, but sometimes I forget and it never makes a difference. So I'm doing it out of official, this is
you get it like that sometimes. I don't follow recipes because I'm like, what could go wrong? It's fine. And what I'm cooking is pretty basic, but that feels like you need to follow recipes with that. But I'm just going to be loose. I've
just never done it. What's the best handmade gift that you've received? Is it super legal? I don't want to.
No. My mum is a really great sewer, so she gets a whole lot of vintage tea towels and makes pillows and cushions, which is so good. That is very talented. I would love to learn how to sew. She runs a recycled sewing studio, and she is encouraging kids to, not be so what's that word? Just disposable. Like we just sort of like buy things, chuck it out. So she tells them to bring in an old shirt and makes a cute dress out of it, or makes an apron out of it.
That's so clever.
Yeah, so I think that's the whole sort of vibe, is making good with what you got.
What's your best op shop find?
Oh gosh, so much stuff. Dresses, got so many handbags. My friend stayed in my room while I was away. She's like, you are drowning in handbags in that room. It's just got so many little baskets.
You need a bag for your bag.
I'm a bag lady. I've officially become a bag lady. old age.
See, that was my New Year's resolution.
What?
This year was no more handbags.
Oh, really?
Because they were making me wonky.
Yeah.
Do you make New Year's resolutions each year?
No, I don't. I think that you should just be making yourself a better person every day.
All the
I don't
time.
think that you should be waiting for the end of the year to assess the shitty decisions that you're making.
How do you try and be a better person?
Oh, actually, do you know what the thing I did say the other day, which is I have to be a little bit more aware of what's going on in the world. I think I'm going to upskill myself on politics.
Okay.
I'm not very up to date with all of that, and I think that I've left it too long.
So like watching the news, reading papers?
Yeah. So I'm putting a bit of tahini in here. Bit of whisk
What
that
is
up.
tahini?
Tahini is a sesame seed based
Of
paste.
course.
And it's really high in iron, it's really good for you as well. And they've got the sesame seeds in there, so it's all about sesame seeds. I actually need a little bit
A
of
very high
honey.
in iron
Yeah,
salad.
yeah. That
Actually-
was my goal.
Can I get you to help me with my
Yeah, of course.
my big stack? Maybe
Really whisking this into a stupor.
maybe if I can get you to hold the bowl and I'll just scrape it all.
Oh gosh, this is fun. Your dish is more fun than mine.
Yeah, it's high risk though.
Yeah. You gotta
This
live
might
on
be
the
like a
edge. You gotta live on
tray.
the edge.
It's the biggest pavlova I've ever made. I don't know what shape it's going to be. Normally you can get like a little circle, but there might be too much. It's a monster.
Oh my gosh, it's huge.
Frankenpad.
Beautiful.
Yeah, if
I'm
that
impressed.
comes out.
I'm not
Alright.
impressed.
No, that's what it takes, the
Yeah.
big blob of egg whites. Alright, let's try and get this. Maybe I'll make it, a square one,
Okay.
just out of practicality.
Oh shit.
For when we need to serve all of our
I'm gonna taste that.
hungry crew.
Yeah, that's okay.
It took me a while. I used to work with kids, and I was always cooking for 40 children. So
What,
it took
more
me-
context with
like a childcare centre.
Oh, okay,
so,
yeah.
it was like an alternative kind of place, and we would cook big meals for all the kids.
yeah.
So when I started living by myself, learning how to cook for less than
You
40
overcooked.
people, I can't.
You've got 75 sausage rolls. and
Yeah,
60.
exactly. You're eating the same spinster dinner all of the time.
Yeah.
Miserable.
I think every now and again you do have to get friends around, cook for them, invite them to get
Yeah.
their life back in the kitchen. Because
Yeah,
if you live by
but-
yourself, it's just that one same dish on rotation
What's the
every
dish?
night.
What's your dish?
Well, oh, it's so boring. I have like kale, carrot, quinoa, and tofu pretty much every night. Every morning I have a green smoothie, which again is filled with kale, banana,
That's healthy at least.
chia seeds, coconut water. Yeah,
Mine's like a
Love it.
potato.
just a
Like,
potato
just
for breakfast.
microwaved and just stare it down.
Just a jack potato. What are you having in law? Oh, just another jack potato.
Yeah, well, just a microwave potato.
Yeah. Oh, the avocado. I'm going to put some avocado
Okay.
too. That, I think this is probably my favourite food, avocado.
Yeah, you could probably put avocado on pavlova.
Oh, I don't know
You'd
about that.
be
I think I'll just do it.
alternative. So I'm going to keep sorting out my weird rectangle pavlova.
Let's do it.
Quinoa is definitely burning.
Is it?
So let's go with this, and then we'll finally get to sit down and have a chat.
Okay, sounds good.
Welcome, Jess Harris. Now that we finally get a chance to sit down,
Yeah.
we covered a lot of ground in there though.
Yeah.
You made your salad, I made my pav, and we worked out that all your family is getting salad dressing for Christmas.
Well, I think that's a really good idea. I think you've solved my problem. I'm very happy with that. And if I do like fancy labels and cute little string,
yeah.
you've solved it. Fantastic.
DIY. I would like that rule for my family, maybe, except one year my brother gave me a muesli bar that
Oh,
he
yeah.
got from the cupboard.
That's thoughtful.
Yeah, went to the cupboard, got a
Nice.
muesli bar, wrapped it up in Christmas paper. Oh, a muesli bar from the
Yeah.
cupboard.
So it's just more about the act of the giving, really,
yeah,
than what
he
it
saved me a
is.
walk to the pantry.
Oh, that's
that was
nice.
it. So do you normally go away over Christmas, like holidays, travel, or...?
Well, we used to a lot. When I was growing up, we would go to Byron Bay for
Mm-hmm.
Christmas, and that was where we started sort of just to get out of Melbourne. And Byron's amazing; it's beautiful,
Yeah,
and then
I
you
haven't
spend the
been.
whole day
What's
on the
it
beach.
like?
It's the most beautiful beaches and it's just got a really great vibe to the town. My auntie lives up there, and it's the most easterly point of Australia.
Okay.
So it's where all the whales and dolphins come past when they're migrating.
Can you see whales?
You can see whales in September. That's where they all swim past.
I saw whales from a plane once, just as I went into Sydney, like that little bit where you
really?
go low over the ocean before you land.
Yeah.
There's like 5 whales, and I didn't stop thinking
Giving you
about
a wink.
them. Yeah.
Just, you're doing all right, Laura. Keep going.
And nobody else is looking.
No.
Like, everyone's kind of reading their magazines and looking at the little screen, like,
We're about to land on a whole pot of whales here, guys. Look up.
nobody cares. No one cares.
We went kayaking once in Byron as well, and they came just out, like flipped the tail out, and they were probably like 2 metres away.
Whoa.
It was incredible. It was a really amazing experience. The humpback?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I was obsessed with them when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Did you have like that fixation? Like girls,
Yeah.
it tends to be like
Horses
or dolphins.
I know.
You get to pick one.
You get one. I mean, they're pretty, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm a dolphin person. I know.
Yeah.
I always feel like I'm so boring by saying that. My sister was a hardcore horse fan.
Oh, whoa. Rivalry in the house.
Typical older sister, just into horses and sunflowers and R.L. Stein's books.
What was your favourite toy that you got for Christmas when you were a kid?
Glowworm,
Yeah.
hands down. I don't even have to think about it.
Yeah.
Glowworm. Yeah.
What is that?
It's those glow bugs. You squeeze their bodies and their heads glow. Everyone knows about glowworms.
How long
don't
did
they?
you play with that for?
I still have it, but it got attacked by a possum. We had to.
I didn't know they were a main predator.
Yeah,
of
yeah.
glowworms.
I feel really bad. I obviously put in a high risk area. It was out in the shed when I was moving, and I went to get all my childhood toys out of the shed, and a possum had ravaged all my toys, including the glowworm.
A glowworm would freak a possum out, though.
Yeah. But we've got another one, we've handed it down to my niece now, but it's really cute security for kids because they can squeeze it, when they're scared.
Yeah.
And boop, the head just lights up.
It's
gorgeous.
I want to Google image.
Yeah.
I want
Get a glowworm.
We need an assistant with like a laptop or something for this show. Get a picture of it.
Sounds good.
I really loved a little mermaid that I got, and it's very similar to the glowworm, I guess, in that if you put it in the freezer, its tail changed colour.
That's amazing.
That was a few years worth of my time.
That's great. It was a real hypercolour era where everything, it was never what it seemed.
Yeah, like that mid-80s and 90s when they just kind of went, we've got some colour change technology, let's use that.
On everything.
On everything.
I had sunglasses that changed colour when I walked outside. I had the hypercolour t-shirts.
Yeah, a shirt with a heart that changed with your body
Bring
temperature.
it back. Why did it
Where
never
is
go
it?
out? It's amazing.
What are you enjoying in the new era of technology, like post iPad?
Yeah,
technology,
I'm not
maybe?
a technology
No?
person. I'm not with nothing. I've a smashed iPhone for that.
Yeah.
It barely works, and that's all I need. I don't have iPads. I'm not up with it. I'm not good with it. Because I find when people are sitting there, if they're on their phone, they've got an iPad, they're watching the TV, their laptop's down here.
Yeah.
I find that really disgusting.
Yeah.
And I watched that. I went and saw that movie where it was set in the future where they all had the like cyborg girlfriends and boyfriends. You know, the one with Joaquin Phoenix where I think it was called Her or She.
Okay.
Anyway, I had to walk out because it was just stressed me out. Because if that's the future, we're all
What
dating
is
a robot.
What is a cyborg?
He just
I
had
haven't seen the movie.
Don't see it. Don't bother because it was depressing, and it just
So
made
like a cyborg. What do they
a
look
thing
like?
that you put in your ear, and it was a computer programming operator or something like that, and they designed this voice, this person that you can talk to that's in tune with just you, so it takes all your information from your computer and creates something that's your friend. So he dated this thing,
This earpiece.
his earpiece, and it just sort of showed that we're sort of in an era where we don't connect face to face as much.
Yeah.
That people were finding it hard to be vulnerable, and so that the only way they could be was with something that was not real and that they could ultimately control.
What if you could get a glowworm that was intuitively...
Please
In
don't.
touch with you.
Seriously, my tummy just flipped. That was so exciting. I would.
You could just squeeze its
Kill
head
for
and
that.
it would know you.
Yeah, just say good night, Jess. I love you, and give me a kiss. Oh, please, be down for that. Put technology into that.
Can probably be done. Like,
really
we can
not.
probably make it. If there's any
Don't
investors
make
watching,
promises.
Slady is
Please.
your first investor.
I don't want a glow bug.
Little glow love.
Yeah.
Well, we might take a break and go back and check on our seeds. And
Okay.
I just want to know if my pavlova is working.
I hope it's rising.
Really suspicious. I've never made one that big before, and I don't quite trust it not to do. So we'll take a break, and
Okay.
we'll see you in a bit on Community Kitchen. more hard-hitting questions for
Okay.
you. How old were you when you found out about Santa Claus?
Are we allowed to say
I think
that?
so.
Yeah, okay.
I think we've got a PG rating.
Yeah, right. I found out in a tragic way. My sister.
Oh, no!
Yeah, I was still a believer. Firm Santa
Are you the
believer.
youngest?
I'm the second oldest.
Second middle.
And she, even though there was clues scattered everywhere, like I found a bag in, the car that I then got for Christmas.
Yeah.
Didn't click. I want to believe. And she sat me down and said, he's not real.
Ah.
I go shopping with Mum all the time. We buy the presents.
Yeah.
She buys them. And I don't want to be the only one that knows anymore, so I'm telling you so that you can be in on it.
Burden of knowledge
And I'm
is too
just-
great for
yeah.
one little pair of shoulders.
She feels so guilty now. I reckon I had another year in me, another year of belief, of magic. And she robbed that from me.
How old were you?
Ripped the rug from under me. I don't know, I can't remember. I was probably too old to believe.
See, I found out when I was 5.
Oh, that's young.
I know, but
Oh, that's sad.
No, because I had so much anxiety about this man coming into the
Fair
house
enough.
while I was asleep.
It's fair anxiety.
And my parents were like, no, he's nice, he's not doing anything bad, he's just leaving you presents, and I was not having it. Alright, thank you so much for coming on the show
thanks
and
for having
helping
me.
feed our crew with your delicious quinoa salad. We're going to eat a salad next week. We're going to eat it like now, but magic and television wedding. Next week with Stephen Hall's going to help cook the rest of the feast.
Cool.
And we're going to take you out with a song from Al Parkinson. See you next week.
I once married a driver. He took me everywhere I wanted to go. But when I said, honey, I wanna stop for a while, he said, honey, I just can't satisfy. I once married an old man. He spoke of things I'd never known. But when I said, honey, I don't understand you sometimes, he said, honey, I just can't satisfy. Why, oh, why can't I be content with the love I had? I fall so quickly and I fall out just as easy. Oh, why is it so damn hard to please me? I once married a gambler. He had me wrapped around his little finger. But when I said, honey, I want control for a while, he said, honey, I just can't satisfy. And I said, honey, you just can't satisfy.